Hi, welcome to the Business Water Cooler. I'm Lisa. Today's episode is going to be about finance. I'm really excited about our guests today. They're going to be sharing a lot of their expert advice for you.
Hi, I'm Colleen Sawatsky, and my business is Virtual Shoebox.
Hi, I'm Eric Marsali with Northern Insurance Services.
Jeff Bishop with Bishop Financial Solutions.
Today's episode is going to be about finance because I think it's very important for us as business owners to invest in our business and in our personal lives as well. And I'm going to start with accounting. I feel personally that if you do not start out with a professional accountant, that you're missing out on a lot of opportunities. Now, Colleen,
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what your experience is with a new business owner and what types of tips or advice that you have for them to start out.
Definitely. Generally, when I see a new business owner, they've been trying to do it themselves and have spent many hours toiling with some sort of software trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And then they'll code to a professional, and it will take me hours to unwind it and then do it properly. I think the biggest thing is when you're starting off new, keep track of everything. Whether it's on your personal credit card or if you've already gone out and got a business credit card or a business bank account, just keep track of it. Almost anything can be written off. Keep track. If you can't, your CPA will tell you. The industry is switching a little bit, going from traditional CPAs who just do your taxes and your bookkeeping. Software is starting to do that for us. So when you want to start looking for somebody who's going to educate you about your finances and say, hey, I see this happening in your business. What can we do to change it?
Can we talk a little bit about what you do, Eric?
We do insurance for auto, home, so on the personal side, then also on the business side as well. So general liability, workers' comp, umbrella policies, business auto, pretty much anything on the insurance side, I guess, for any businesses or personal needs.
Yeah. And do you recommend a time frame that someone who's just starting their business that they start to invest in the insurance, or is it something you recommend they do right away so that in case something happens? Or
liability purposes, I would start it day one.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she would agree as well. It's just vital. It could happen the day one. Everybody, if you want to try to outsmart the system, it's a gamble, of course. But if it happens on the first day of your business, or 10 years down the line, chances are good something's going to occur at some point. From a workers' comp perspective, it's got to be done the second you put somebody on your payroll.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, ask a series of questions, trying to find out really what their goals are for future, whether it be a business or individual families and even seniors. So there's a lot of different marketplaces that I work with, and they all are on different stages of their lives. A young family is going to start out they want to start accumulating, they want to start protecting the things that they've got.
Sure.
So they need your life insurance, they need your disability insurance to make sure that in the event something happens, that their income is protected that way. Their spouse or their kids.
Yeah.
As they go along in life, they're going to start growing their assets. And then when they go to use them, we need to start creating a plan to create an income stream for them.
Can you start out minimally?
Well, if you're starting your own business, it's hard because generally they're not taking any money or very little. They're putting it all back in business. But one key thing to remember is to always pay yourself first. It's almost like a bill. And when you do that, you'll end up treating it as a bill and start accumulating those assets. And as far as what to invest in, there's a myriad of products out there that, depending on individual situations, we make the best recommendation we possibly can on a tax favored basis.
Okay.
With their situation.
Okay, excellent. And you two, Eric and Jeff, you guys share office space.
We do.
Do either of you want to expand on how you guys complement each other?
We kind of mentioned it a little bit. We do work hand in hand because we can provide, I guess, a multitude, whether it's again long term all the way to protecting the business from day one to making sure when that business is no longer there, Jeff can make sure that there's still a revenue stream attached to it. So we do have clients, a multitude of clients that we've referred back and forth to each other that kind of gives a one-stop shop, for lack of a better term.
Absolutely. And you say that you've you have an office, but you also work from home, right?
I do. I balance between the two. So I have an office space close to my home.
Oh, that's good.
That's
convenient.
Yeah, no, it's good for client meetings or if you just want to get out of your house. I think when you have an at-home business, it's sometimes very hard to separate work and home. And it does have that air of, in my mind, unprofessionality, but it doesn't. I think it's becoming, with technology, people almost kind of expect it. So I think that it's becoming more acceptable.
Acceptable.
It is. I have a large percentage of clients that are working from home.
Oh, okay.
I think as you get into your business, you should run your business as frugally as possible. And spending $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month on an office space, it's not very frugal. If you can do it at home, great.
Yeah.
Also, you can do some write-offs that way too through your home office. Right?
Exactly, home office deductions.
That's true. Good point.
Yeah.
And you take a percentage of the square foot in the home that you're using for your office, right?
And you get to deduct a percentage of your home insurance.
I did not know.
Yes.
That. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into our 30-second elevator speech, and that gives you the floor to talk a little bit about yourself and what you're looking for in terms of clients. And we're going to start with you, Colleen.
Start with me. All right. So we talked a lot about it already. I'm trying to structure my business in a way that helps entrepreneurs virtually find solutions that help them run their business and make more money for themselves and their family and their lifestyle.
We can handle anything from, again, personal lines all the way to business, anything in the business world, especially. One probably really big difference from a market perspective, we've got over 40 commercial carriers, 20 personal lines carriers. We fight for you, I guess, as a client as opposed to working for a company.
Well, I help people make smart decisions with their money, and so I can help people anywhere from young families all the way to seniors, like I had mentioned before, and in the areas of not only just creating a plan or a full plan, but also specific products. If somebody has a rollover that they need from a job, I can help direct them and do that. If they need some life insurance to cover income or their family, their children, I can help them do that as well. I like Eric, I deal with over 30 plus carriers, so I work for the client. I don't work for a specific company, and I shop the entire marketplace. So.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you very much for being on our show, Colleen, Eric, and Jeff.
Thank you.
Thank you all for tuning in. We hope that you got some really good, valuable information from this show, and we'll tune in for next show, and thank you very much for joining us. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
If you are interested in being on our show, follow us on Facebook.com/The Business Water Cooler to see when the next show will be produced, and join our business community to gain not only some helpful information, but also some new contacts. Let's help each other grow.